Hey everybody, it's Mandy Hutchinson here, formerly of the Dice Tower, now with Assault and Sass Games. I'm here at Canada Plays, presented by Asmodee Canada and Lion Rampant Import. Well, I have a special treat for all of you. This is not just an interview, but a fellow friend, somebody in the industry. We have Daryl Andrews from Maestro Media.
Thanks for having me.
Thanks for being here. And you're kind of local-ish.
Yeah, I just like an hour and a half, depending on traffic. So.
Oh, so close.
Super close.
Yeah, so we're going to take advantage of all of this knowledge of around you and Maestro Media. So,
yeah.
Very excited. So tell us a little bit about you, what you're doing there, because I'm going to tell everybody a surprise. This was new to me. I'm just finding out about this change. So tell us all the things.
Yeah, so I still do freelance design.
Okay.
And work with a variety of co-designers. But with Maestro coming up to a year now, I'm serving as head of talent. So it's kind of inventor relations, helping with like finding artists, working with getting licenses for games, and just kind of like the Swiss Army knife of connecting, talent, creatives with the company Maestro Media.
Okay, fantastic. So Maestro Media was newer for me, and I'm sure it's not new for a lot of other people, but what can we expect, or what are things we need to see from Maestro Media?
Yeah, no, Maestro's pretty new. I would say a lot of people only might have heard of them because they've had a few crowdfunding campaigns that have done really well.
Okay.
So their biggest one was Binding of Isaac, which was a remake of an indie video game that they translated into a card game experience.
Okay, fun.
And it was with the creator that did the video game. Edmund McMullen is like the designer of the game as well. And so they worked alongside and created two campaigns so far. The first campaign did a little over 3 million.
Oh, wow.
The second one did like 6.7 million.
Oh.
And then we've just started fulfilling that second one. But even in that year in between, then they actually increased the sales significantly with people kind of like joining in or ordering and getting it, now. So that game has done really well for them. The same creator also did a small game called Tapeworm.
Okay, yep.
And that kickstarted actually over $1 million, and it was just a $15 game.
Yeah.
And again, that game is just kind of starting to trickle out there. It was designed because Edmund wanted something that he could play with his daughter. And so it's really colorful, this cute pink box, and a really fun game that you can just jump into. So that's a couple of like what they're known for. And then recently they did a Kickstarter for Sally Face, which is like an indie kind of scary, but like a lot of heart indie video game that, again, they work directly with Steve, the creator of the video game, to do the board game. And just our dev team worked alongside and supported his vision and his design. And so those are a few of the games that people might know. They also have done Sugar Heist. That was another Kickstarter success. That's by Alex Clark, who has a bit of a following as an artist and an animator. And so people really connected with like the fun kind of kiddie art of like stealing candy from a baby kind of vibe. So it has a very party, like fun, quick card game vibe. So that's another one of ours that is just kind of getting out there now. And then our biggest announcement, we just announced that we're doing the Hello Kitty game.
Okay. I probably people who know me, I love Hello Kitty. So I'm just finding this out now.
Yeah, I was excited to tell you.
So excited. Daryl and I have known each other for a while, so now I need to know all the things about Hello Kitty. So, I don't even have a question. I'm so excited. Hello Kitty, let's talk.
Yeah. Well, so we have Roberta Taylor as our designer.
Yes.
And she's actually been working on it for like the last year, but we couldn't talk about it.
I wondered when I saw her, I'm like, how did we play a game together? And she said nothing.
She was not allowed. When you saw her, she was not allowed to talk about it.
Okay.
We took a few photos with her with little Hello Kitty toys, but it got announced like 2 days after the gathering when we saw
when we saw each other. Yeah, exactly. Oh my goodness. So is this going to be, I don't know how much you can talk about it. Like, is it a bigger game, kind of a smaller print game?
It's a tile laying game. It's a day at the park and you're discovering the park and taking selfies. And so it feels right on brand.
Yeah, exactly.
And so, yeah, you're discovering the park, exploring, adding tiles, capturing little things, and then creating moments. So.
Oh, there are big fans of Hello Kitty. I know I'm not the only one, so
Yeah.
this will be super popular, I think.
Yeah, I think one of the special things is Maestro has really good relationships with licenses.
Yes.
And so moving forward, we're going to really take advantage of that opportunity to connect really good designers and really good artists with really cool IP. And so we have more announcements that I can't say yet.
Oh, no.
But we'll be teasing them out over May and June.
Okay.
And I'm very excited about those as well. And then we're going to be at the Licensing Expo. But our background, Javon Fraser, the CEO of Maestro, he was with Marvel for over 8 years.
Oh, wow. So they would have experience.
Through his connections, like we kind of have been flooded with some opportunities, and we're trying to be really picky about like which brands and which designers we'll work with.
No, that makes sense. And do you have a retail on the Hello Kitty game or not as of yet?
Ooh, I would be guessing. I can't remember
so there's not
exactly.
like a set price?
No. It's affordable. Our goal is to make it family friendly. So it'll definitely be $40 or less for like the retail version. And then we'll be tempted to make a very blinged out Kickstarter version as well.
Of course. And I noticed that you did mention Kickstarter. So Kickstarter is an avenue that you use?
Okay. Yeah, so that campaign will be launching in September.
Okay.
So we have a little bit of lead time, but time goes fast. So.
It does. So September of 2023.
Yeah.
I have to ask because sometimes people plan these out.
We do have plans for some Kickstarters in 2024 as well, but
those
aren't announced yet.
Understood. And you mentioned Kickstarter, and I know offline we were talking about Kickstarter a little bit. You have something that was on Kickstarter not too long ago.
Yeah, I'm really excited. My best-selling game is Sagrada, co-designed with Adrian Adamescu, and we've done a bunch of expansions, and we've loved doing those. But in the background, we had been working on a legacy version.
Right.
And so we kickstarted that last year, and it's going to be fulfilling and getting out to the world this summer. Hopefully before Gen Con, but the goal is to get it out there and then people can enjoy it themselves. It's everyone has their own journal, and so you work through a journal and you're coloring. So it's like a rolling color.
Yes.
Which we were really excited about doing, and we've been working on it for a few years, and I think it's the best thing I've ever been part of designing. So
okay, so you heard that here first, everybody. Yeah. Best thing that he's ever worked on.
Yeah,
so
I'm really proud of it. It's the kind of thing that it was hard to promote because you don't want to give anything away.
Right, with those types of games, it's really hard.
And really, it has to be experienced. So for us, we're really confident that once people are playing it, like the word will spread and people will want to play it with other people and hopefully it'll catch on.
Oh, I think so. And if it's coming out soon, people, I mean, especially when it comes around Gen Con and these, people are excited about what's new. Yeah. So I think that's a great time. Any other things that you want to let us know about that you've been working on or just life as a designer?
Yeah. Well, another upcoming Kickstarter I have, again, co-designed with Adrian Adamescu, is a game called Mistwind.
Mistwind or
Mistwind?
Mistwind.
Yeah. And it's the art is gorgeous. It's actually with First Fish Games.
Yes, First Fish Games.
Another
lots of
Canadian.
Canadians. Yeah. I love this.
Yeah. So Stephanie Kwong is out of BC, and she's publishing it. She had a vision for it. Actually, her partner had been drawing this whole world, and so this is going to be the first game set in this world of floating whales and kind of steampunky. And,
oh, really?
It's really exciting. The art, like we're getting glimpses of the art before the Kickstarter, and
you're happy
I'm very happy with that.
The vision is being created.
Yeah. So it'll be a very immersive world, and our game is more about kind of setting up networks and routes and picking up and delivering amongst. You're kind of like the map is you're living on the tops of mountain peaks, and then you're kind of above the clouds. So the ocean is actually clouds. Okay. And there's maybe a whole nother world underneath those clouds.
So lots of replayability is what you're telling me.
So we're hoping from our game and the other games it'll unearth different parts of the universe.
Okay, so there could be more.
Yeah.
Okay. I love that. Anything in a series, gamers love to collect. So
absolutely.
Definitely trying that one out.
Yeah.
So before we finish off, is there anything else that we need to know, you'd like to talk about or share with us?
Yeah, I mean, I'm happy to be here connecting with retailers and publishers and see what's kind of on the horizon for the next year. I'm a gamer. I'm just a fan of seeing what's coming out, and then also just finding out what stores are saying, especially, and all that. So that's part of my excitement of being here is learning and growing and seeing what's next.
Which is amazing. Listening to all of you, that is so important. You know, not just for, you know, retail, but designers too. I'm sure they always love to hear the feedback as well.
Oh yeah, it's really helpful.
Good and bad. So both are always helpful. So thank you, Joe, so much for being here. It's a pleasure. And thanks for all of you. See you soon.